questions I often get asked is why the chatterbox? Like, why did I decide to start a podcast of all things? And I figured, why not make an episode about it? First, I just want to say, for all of y'all that have been rocking with me since the beginning, like, I have so much love for you. You have no idea. Like, I can only take my own voice for so long. So I really appreciate that you all welcome me into your space every week, or I don't know, whenever you're doing laundry or like on your way to work or school or whatever it is y'all are out there doing. For the people that even take the effort to leave a review, you guys are like literally tugging at my whole heart. Like, it means the world to me to know that the guests and the topics that I talk about on this podcast are actually helping you in your journey. And that's really the reason why I started the podcast. It was to help my community. If you haven't picked up this theme, I'm from St. Maarten. And if you are from St. Maarten, you know that the second you leave this beautiful rock, you're like cut off from St. Maarten culture. Our culture kind of gets muddled with this like generic Caribbean culture, which, don't get me wrong, is absolutely amazing. But it's like when you are craving sushi and you settle for like the supermarket shit rather than like going to the legit restaurant. It may satisfy the craving, but it's not really what you wanted. If I were to ask you, like, have you streamed the latest album by Big Dano or watch Atlantis Rebirth, many of you might be like, what the fuck is she talking about? Like, who is that? Like, what is Atlantis Rebirth? Like, Atlantis Reborn? Like, it's a straight dagger to my heart, as a St. Martiner. When I moved to the States, I was the only St. Martiner I had. It's a tough burden because unlike America or Europe, where the history and culture is so clearly documented and there's like lots of content for these markets, I had nothing. I can't even cook St. Martin food, y'all. Like, it's a struggle. How am I supposed to make Chesterfield's garlic shrimp at home? Like how am I supposed to do that? I was not even able to make Johnny cakes. Like, it was a legit struggle. And I was sick, y'all, like homesick. I missed my people so much. And I did have a few friends, that were posting their locally made content online, like the Melee podcast or when Say Les's had their show. But it was just like, I wanted more of that, having a taste of home. It was so refreshing. And in that moment, like something clicked. Up until then, I had felt like the only times that the world knew about St. Martin was as this tourism destination, that place where you can touch the planes as they land, or like that one clip of our prime minister yelling at people about oats and crackers. But we are so much more than that. Like, St. Martin people are so incredible. The talent that's birthed here, that's soaked in like all of the colorful cultures that call our island home, makes St. Martin people so interesting. But nobody knows this unless you've been to the island or you know somebody from the island. As part of the diaspora, I wanted to find a way to deepen my connection with my peers. I wanted to amplify their stories, their ideas, their creations. I wanted the world to hear about our thoughts and see us as more than just servants of the tourism industry. I wanted the world to see St. Martin as an island of creatives, of thinkers, of leaders, of pioneers of the new world. I wanted to broadcast the energy of St. Martin because it's so infectious. And also, I think a lot, about so many things that it really comes from this desire of trying to get to know myself better. I want to understand the self better, to better to better develop our relationship with the self. And in this world, we have so much stuff, but are we better off? As an engineer, I have learned so much about the physical world, but what it was missing was this important factor about our role in it all. Technology claimed to serve people, but it never actually tries to understand people. I wanted to flip that mindset. But why me? Why should you listen to me rather than somebody else? As stupid as this may sound, I am you. I suffer just as much as you in many ways. I have no clue what is going on in this world. I'm a Gen Z. I just got here. I'm too just trying to get some sense of direction. And I hope that through conversation, we can help each other. I believe conversation is like the ideal platform for us as a community to share our perspectives, to challenge preconceived ideas, unroot seeds that are not really serving us, and to get a deeper sense of clarity and insight by hearing the stories of others. There is so much that we can learn from what others go through. And St. Martin, for me, just happens to be the perfect place to start because everybody is in St. Martin. Even Drake. Just saying. I was stressing so much about how do I describe what this podcast really is. So I did what anybody in 2023 would do. I asked ChatGPT. And this is what it had to say. Welcome to the Chatterbox. Join us as we explore a variety of topics and stories that matter to you. Our guests come from a wide range of backgrounds and perspectives, and they will share their insights and experiences with you. Whether you're looking to learn something new or just enjoy a good conversation, the Chatterbox podcast is something for everyone. So sit back, relax, and be ready to chat with us. fire. Just fire. So, really, just sit back, grab a cup of bush tea, kick up your legs, and let's vibe together. If you have thoughts, feedback, suggestions, don't hesitate to reach out via Instagram or leave a review. I love you all so much for giving me this space in your life, and I don't take it for granted. Let's change the world together, one conversation at a time.